Let's dive on into our first run here and explore what this game has to offer. One of the cool things about Arcanium is that it's more of a constructed deck builder where you can modify your deck for each of the characters at any time. And yeah, we're going a little bit slowly here because there's a lot to explain, a lot of questions to answer, a lot of stuff people haven't seen before. I could see myself playing this again. Hey everyone. Hope you enjoy this look at Arcanium. If you like what you see on today's show, consider checking out the link below for a direct link to the Steam page where you can buy it for yourself. Enjoy. Arcanium. This is a new early access, well, not brand new. It's been out for at least a couple of months now, I think, in early access. But this is a new deck building roguelike. Not quite in the same format as Slay the Spire, but there's a few similarities there. And enough differences, I think, to make it really, really interesting. A big shout out and thank you to the developers of this game, Rogue Games, for sponsoring this segment of the stream, making it possible to both show off this game and support the channel at the same time. Yeah, I think it did end up on our game vote a month or two ago, and then shortly after that, the developers themselves ended up reaching out. And we connected, so here I am, happy to show off this game. A couple cool little things I want to point out before we dive on into actually playing here is that there's an early access roadmap just straight up included in the game, and it's a pretty comprehensive one too. Looks like they've been up to quite a bit so far. They've got a whole series of heroes and new provinces planned out that they've been delivering on with weekly or semi-weekly updates. Quite like this little in-game graphic here. It's cool stuff. So a couple things that that are on this roadmap that I'll note are worth pointing out that are not implemented yet. Upcoming Steam Cloud saves the devs want to add. They also want to add controller support in a future update as well. So the UI and art style in general definitely harkens to some other CCGs or popular trading card games. Legends of Runeterra and Hearthstone both come to mind visually, I think. Something that'll, despite the visual similarities to games that utilize free-to-play mechanics, this game is pay-to-own. You only pay one time for Arcanium and then you own it forever. So there's not any free-to-play or microtransactions in this game, at least not as of yet. I think they're implementing some kind of cosmetics system that might be something that you could pay for, but it sounds like it's just going to be cosmetic items, even if so. So without further ado, let's dive on into our first run here of Arcanium together and explore what this game has to offer. So, in a similar vein to Slay the Spire, which has really popularized not only the deck building genre in general, but the ascension system of Slay the Spire, where you have all these different stacking penalties. Likewise, Arcanium and, many other games, even Luck Be a Landlord even has an ascension system. They're just caught on to everything. But there does appear to be a, quote, Apex system here in Arcanium that works very similarly to the Ascension system of Slay the Spire, with currently 12 different unique penalties, and they look pretty nasty, like minus 20% gold, and shops cost more, get less stuff at the start, half chance on upgrade. I think that with all of these enabled, it would probably be a pretty challenging game. For now, we'll play on Apex 1, that's all I've got unlocked here, so normal enemies will have more HP. We'll have to work around that. At the start of an Arcanium run, you get to choose a party of 3 adventuring heroes, who are anthropomorphized, weapon-wielding animals. And they've all got different skills and abilities. Some are more attack-heavy, some are more support-heavy. We can see on their portrait here 2 symbols. These represent their damage types: nature, light, elemental, and arcane. And darkness. Everybody's got access to 2 damage types. I think it would be nice if you could see the starting decks of each of the characters here, but that doesn't seem to be available from this screen, so you can't get a really detailed preview of what you're going to use. My understanding is that the Tigress Misty was supposed to be available for an update today, but that ended up being pushed back. So we won't be able to show her off on stream, but I can play with any of the others here. Oh, you can right-click, can we? Oh, excuse me. Well, that's super helpful. And this shows not only her starting deck, but like everything that she can do. Cool. Okay, and they're clearly labeled starter, 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 ultimate, and then unlockable stuff. So to start, she has poison arrows. Tara, the Warden Ranger. Heartseeker arrows do double damage if the target is affected by poison. Sniper shots with no range limit. So Tara, a backline kind of sniper, very heavy on the damage. The levels are an unlock system, as I understand it. As you play more and more runs, you'll unlock more cards with your characters, and I think, let's see, can I look at this from the start here? There is a hell of a lot of unlocks in this game. I'm trying to find the unlock screen. Doesn't seem to be here. No. Anyway, there's a ton and ton of unlockable cards, abilities, and relics and such. Let's see, what party do we want? So I did a quick run off stream playing with Engorn, Milady, and Shinzo. Probably want to try some of the others. Aurora, what do you do? Fireball. Scorch applies burn. Like in Slay the Spire, we can bring up a full detailed explanation of the card here. And we could even preview the upgrade. Burn. Burn is like poison. X elemental damage at the end of the round. 4 damage and 1 extra damage per burn on the target, so it seems like a character with some DOT effects ranked as max difficulty. Interesting. What about Ragnarok here? What do you do? Tail Lash. Do damage in a cleave and shield steal. Force the minion in your lane to attack once, and he's got a minion. Reptarian Spawn. Crocodile General, they call him. Looks interesting. What does Leon got? Looks very much like a paladin. Yeah, Ardent Paladin. Taunts and health restorations and cleaves and such. Fairly tanky guy. Looks like he's got low damage output. My understanding is that Milady here is the latest hero. She's a nice offensive melee attacker. We'll put her in the roster. I want to bring Ragnarok around, and let's go with either Aurora or Terra. I'll take Aurora. So we've got a relatively high offense set up here. In addition, we get to equip each of our heroes with an heirloom at the start of the run, an unremovable piece of equipment. At the start, you can only equip the training armor, but with more unlocks, you'll get more options for your starting gear. Let's make sure they all have that equipped. Any other options here? No, because we haven't got to level 8. So everybody gets plus 8 HP, and that'll help with the tankiness. Alright, without further ado, let's dive on into our first run here of Arcanium, and see what these heroes can do. I don't think you can choose your ultimate. Every hero has one. I don't know if they can swap out or not. Aurora's ultimate stuns, which is pretty cool. Costs Fury points. Talk about those as we get in. But let's play. More ultimates and starter deck customization is planned on being added, says Jedit. It's awesome. I think it is a general rule, having the ability to customize your start in a roguelite is a good thing. So, our main objective, beat the boss to win the run. We get 30 turns, essentially 30 overworld turns, before the boss shows up. And we get to choose a final boss, as well as a starting province at the beginning of our run. Aranax the Brood Queen or Rakazar the Chosen. Kind of a big spooter or an Egyptian eagle pharaoh kind of thing. I fought Rakazar in my one practice run, and well, let's try Aranax, the Brood Queen. Aranax and her forces have swarmed the land, spewing webs of corruption under Ahkan's direction. She will come find you at the start of the 4th day. Let's begin, and I'll, I guess, tweak the music down even further. You'd think 1/3 would have been enough, but okay. Always too loud. So, here's what the overworld in Arcanium looks like. We've got this hex grid map with various locations on it. Where did we start? We are here. We have 30 steps that we can take. Some are indicated as free steps. Interesting. So purple means it takes 1 step, white means it makes free. That's right. So we can already see a few nodes on the map, stuff like quests. Here's our final boss battle. You can start the boss battle early by visiting this node, or the boss will find us. One of the cool things about Arcanium is that it's more of a constructed deck builder, where you can modify your deck for each of the characters at any time. Each of your 3 characters has a deck that'll be between 9 and 12 cards. Minimum 9, you can't have less than 9. So it won't let me keep it if I don't have all of my starting cards in here. And then up to a max of 12. If you have a full set of 12 cards, you'll get a +1 redraw slot bonus. At least on all 3 of these characters we do, here in the bottom left here. And that's a really important advantage to be taking, if possible. So getting to a full set of 12 cards is a good thing, and something we'll want to make a priority. Ability cards limited to 1 copy on each hero. A little detail. So from our starting position, we only have 2 options. Defense battle or an assault battle. Both reward 2 abilities. Let's go down towards this quest start. And we'll talk about the combats here. Defeat any 3 enemies. 2 bears and a wolf. So, in Arcanium, you're usually playing a 3 versus 3 against multiple enemies in 3 rows laid out. You can choose your start positions for each character at the start of the battle, swapping them back and forth, and they'll be able to swap around using their resolve? What's the energy resource called? Using their something. Generally speaking, in Arcanium, the goal is not to kill all of the enemies, but rather to achieve some specific objective. There are assault battles where you have to defeat a certain number of enemies, survival battles where the only goal is to survive, and you don't need to do any damage at all. Or shard battles, where you have to kill enemies to expose a shard entity behind them that you have to then attack. Let's start with Ragnarok in the middle. He's our tankiest. I think he'll go well there. Hey, hot stuff. That's me. Kind of like in Slay the Spire, enemies will showcase what their intents are. These bears are going to gain 6 block, and the wolf is going to attack for 8 damage in the middle here. And that'll be to whomever's in the middle. If we swap Ragnarok with Milady, then Milady takes the 8 instead of Ragnarok. This allows us to kind of manipulate our positioning in favorable ways. But that will cost us one of our blue resource? What are the hips called? I actually forget what they're called. So we've got Fireball on Aurora. Ranged cards can be used against your row or an adjacent row. 5 damage and a cleave. So cleave hits the target and anything adjacent. You'll note that there's 3 rows and there's also targeting spaces in front. These are the minion slots. So there's a total of 12 potential combatant spots. 3 enemies, 3 minions on the enemy side, 3 minions on our side, and us. Let's hit a Tail Lash. This should do 5 to each of them. And then that card has shield steals, so we gain shield, gain block, equal to the damage dealt. Much like in Slay the Spire, shield does go away at the end of your turn. So we don't get to keep the extra, but that's... I think because of this Tail Lash, Ragnarok's going to be very happy in the middle, generally speaking. Every enemy, I think, has a resistance type to it. You can see that next to their health bar. So Arcana resistance on the bears and light resistance on the wolf here. Let's try to burn this wolf. So burning. Elemental damage at the end of the round. And Milady is more of a melee attacker here. Let's see. 4 plus 6 plus 8. How much is that? More than this. So if we swap Ragnarok with Milady, we can actually KO this guy with our Fletch Strike. Milady has a stance mechanic. Her Flesh Strikes give the strike stance, causing all her other attacks to do 2 more damage. And then there's also a guard stance, giving us 2 block every time we attack. Hey, welcome back, Refined Bean. The Silent Run did indeed win. It was a really scrappy one. Alright, they're starting to bear down on us now. And we'll also note that the enemy that we killed is being replaced with a new enemy, respawning next turn. Even though we need to kill 3 enemies, there's going to be more than 3 total in this fight. And that's true in most combats. As a general rule in Arcanium, when you kill any of the enemies on the opponent's side, they will respawn in 1 or 2 turns. And the goal is to work towards your objective while keeping the combat going. Alright. So we don't have a lot of durability here, do we? On this squad. We can put a Reptarian Spawn in front of Ragnarok, although notably that does not redirect the attack. It's still going towards Ragnarok here. Noted. Alright, in that case I'll block for 5. We'll take... Oh, it had block, so we don't get to shield steal. Alright, we'll take the full 8 then. Very well. We'll swap Aurora and Milady, going into defense stance to give us some block. We can also draw our ultimate here, because we've accumulated enough Fury points. I think you get Fury every time you play a card? The idea being that once you've accumulated enough Fury, you can forcibly draw your ultimate, a card that you get to play for free by expending all that accumulated Fury. Fireball here for 12. This does 8 and applies Vuln, so let's do Pounce first, Fish Strike, Feeder Bowl. Alright, Bear is alive, but only barely. We do take the 8 damage over here. Oh wait, no, the minion is dying. This is Furious Charge, 8 damage in a line. Oh, I misread that. So that is a line attack, meaning it hits everything in the same row. So our minion was a poor choice of summon here. But it does at least do a little bit of damage before it dies. Now we just need to get 2 more kills. Note, at the end of each turn, each of our heroes will draw back up to a hand of 3 cards, retaining any cards that they did not use at the end of their previous turn. You can also spend Fury to discard a card. There's nothing hidden behind my camera, by the way. If there's a way to spend Fury to discard a card, that's actually news to me. Okay, we get an easy KO on this bear. No, there's nothing behind my chair image. Here, look. It's actually just a blank space here in the corner. So it's perfect for the camera. Pick up a card, the discard. Oh, there it is. Oh, you drag it into the corner. Yes. Drag the card, discard for 1 fury. Here, let me show it now. It only appears when you click on a card. Got it. Okay. That's good to know. Appreciate the clarification there, everybody. Alright, what can we do here? Force the minion in our lane to attack. We avoid this 2x3 damage. Yes, easily. Swap back over here. Attack with guard stance. And these ignites are all arranged. Okay. Spawn down and attack twice. What's your ultimate? Summon 3 Reptarian, spawn in a cleave. So we can put even more minions down. And did I see that correctly, that, promote? Minions with promote will kill and then absorb the attack from any minion this minion is replacing. So these Reptarian spawn, if you summon them atop each other, will get stronger. I like that. Good. And the enemies scurry away. Alright, not a bad first little battle. Our rewards for that is dollary dues, 39 bucks, and 2 ability cards. When you get to draft an ability, you can... Oh, you can also choose the money. Nice. You can choose 1 of 3, and one card for each of your heroes, which may be randomly upgraded too. Or you can take some cash. These cards get added to the pool for that character, so they don't go directly into the deck. But... you get to do the thing. Yeah, when you summon the ult with Fury, it's a free cast, not costing your regular energy resource, but rather spends all your Fury instead. So, the upgraded card for Milady, Sharpened Blade, Enchant. Put a powerful status effect on the target that cannot be dispelled or cleansed. Gives us Piercing, which doesn't show up as a keyword here, but assume it's pretty good. Or Burn in a splash, but also Self-Burn. Interesting. Or Chomp. Multi-strike 2. So hits 3 times for 3 damage. Or 2 times for 3 damage? I'm not actually sure. Monster Train makes me want to believe this hits 3 times, but maybe it's actually 2. Or I can take cash. Through shields and through resistances. Not bad. Sure, I'll take an upgraded card. And then for the second one, we're offered Mark the Prey. Apply 2 vulnerable upon hitting the target with any nature card. I have a lot of those. Deal 9 damage, lose guard to do double damage. A lot of damage. Or deal 6 damage in a line and shield steal. The chompy boy. Let's grab the counterattack for Milady. Try to get one of our heroes up to a 12-card deck as quickly as possible. I think that'll probably be a good idea. And let's add both of those new cards into the deck here. Something interesting is happening here. An event node. What do you got? The watchful eagle eye, a piercing cry from above rings out through the forest. Looking up, you see the radiant but ethereal form of a spirit eagle perched on a high branch. The mother tree is watching over you, it seems. You can bow to the spirit and make an offering, pay 100 gold to unlock a nature shrine, or roll a 50-50 to have it happen for free. Let's pay the $100. We got money. Give me a nature shrine. Choose a blessing for the rest of the run. Add 1 mending card to all heroes' deck. Restore 8 health, draw 1 card, expend. Wow. Those are good. Yeah, sorry if the text is a little small. We're playing in 4K resolution here. The UI is scaled down a little bit for some of these tooltips. Leech. Apply 1 leech to all enemies at the start of each turn. When hitting this target, heal for 10% of the damage dealt. Yeah, expending is exhausting. That's right. Depending on how this rounds, this may or may not be good. Or recovery. Heroes revive with 15 HP instead of 5. So it sounds like you do get your heroes back if they perish. Leech stacks. Let's try leeching. Gotta see how this works. And let's start a quest. Complete the quest at this node for unique rewards. Mail delivery. Event name. Quick one to fix there. If anybody catches that. Please, can you deliver this letter to my sister? There are too many monsters for me to make the trip, and I need to let her know we're safe. For now. So here's where the mail is going, not too far away. Transmute cards into new cards of higher rarity. Interesting. We've got some elites on the map. 2 upgraded abilities. Ooh. Let's transmute some stuff. What do we got here? To transmute an artifact or an ability. We don't have any artifacts to transform yet. So let's turn an ability into a new ability of higher rarity. Oracles can see deep into the history of an object and unlock its true potential. So I can pick any ability to transmute, even my starting stuff. I think rarity is the color at the bottom here. These are all green rarity, so they're all the same. So what do we not need a lot of? 2-cost fireballs are a little hard to justify. Transmute one of these. Oh, and we get to choose one of 3? Nice. Shield. Enforce shield at the start of each turn. When you get hit, apply burn equal to all burn on you. I understand. And then the solar winds is just a way for her to gain burn. So this, I understand why this character is now rated at high difficulty. She's all about self-burnification. Interesting. Or Searing Beam. 2 piercing damage in a line per point of fury we have. I'll take the Searing Beam. Feel great about it. Oh, another nature shrine. Sure. And a loot cache. Province stones, an item, an artifact, and an ability. Heck yeah. What's in the cache? We found a ram loot cache. Cleansing Vial. 5 minor debuffs from the allied target. This is an item. You get to pick an artifact. 4 shield each turn. Princess Robes decrease stacks of debuff we get. Or the Spiked Shoulders apply bleed whenever we're hit by an enemy. Bleed being, I imagine, yeah, Arcana damage at the end of the round. So burn, bleed, hex, and poison are all basically the same status effects, but they have a different damage type, essentially. Awesome-o, thank you so much for that. 10 heckin' months. Just 2 more to that full year. Go with a wooden targ. Easy to see how 4 block per turn is good. And let's put that on our squishiest box here, Aurora. And an ability card. Barrel Roll. Teleport to any lane. I like that. Or Sneak Attack. Deal 5 double damage if your lane has a minion. Also pretty good. Take that Sneak Attack. Alright, and let's make sure that we put that in his deck. And you've got the Searing Beam equipped, as you must. So the Cleansing Vial has 2 charges per combat, I believe, so that's quite useful. Play the Nature Shrine. Hey, Tom! Toxicity card. Apply 6 poison, draw a card, expend. Oh, that's great. Hell yeah. Add those toxicity cards to the deck. So these Nature Shrines are permanent buffs for the whole run. I think those are going to be quite helpful. Completed mail delivery. What, a letter from my brother? I've been worrying myself to death thinking about what might have happened to him. Thank you. I can relax finally. My brother left this the last time he was here. I can't use it, but maybe you can. The Wizard Hood. Increase burn, bleed, hex, and poison that our cards apply by 2. And I can immediately see that being really good on Aurora here, who applies burn in a number of ways. We don't have any bleed or poison on anybody else other than the toxicity card. So total steps is what causes the boss to appear. There's also a day counter. Shards drop every morning. Shards are special battles. So new elites will spawn on the map when the day rolls over, it looks like. Okay. Campsite. Restore party health or upgrade cards. Let's take another combat here before we go to this rest site. We'll probably work our way over to this Silkweaver Silthar Shard battle. Defeat a super elite villain, they say. The map is relatively large, with only 30 steps. We probably don't get to explore this whole thing. I'm not sure if we can go beyond this or not. Can you backtrack for free? I think so. Consumed. Activating unused nodes adds +1 to your step counter. So, yes, this does not... Hut, hut, hut! Come on, soldiers, we need to keep moving. Yeah, that doesn't increase our step counter. It contains 10 steps. Okay, so yes, you can backtrack for free. That's good. That's good. Uh-oh, pianist. Don't let that thesis go unfinished. Okay, Jukes says, new provinces are under the clouds. Still being developed. Only Enador, the forest, and Uzir, the desert, are available so far. And I imagine each of those contains probably different types of enemies and maybe different types of events, too. Okay. Let's do the assault battle. Raunch. Got another wolf and 2 spooters, who you are allowed to look at the full details of, by the way. We can even see their deck of cards. But they've got an upgraded Poisonous Bite. Rank 3. Apply Root. Alright, these positions look just fine. As if Nature Resist. Alright, so turn 1 incoming. We've got a 4x3 out of the Spooter. 8 damage from this lad. And apply 3 poison to the Forest Crawler. Not a great turn 1 here. This is our toxicity. Guard Stance. Whenever you hit an enemy, I wonder if Guard Stance gives me... block when I apply poison. That's right. The true final boss of this game has not been added. Just like Spire didn't have it originally, and neither did Monster Train. All right, we got our minion lads. So minions do nature damage. We definitely want the minion against the wolf then. And we have those leech stacks. We also have this toxicity too. Perfect. So we could definitely put lots of poison on you. Let's start by entering guard stance. And then we'll apply poison. See if that gives me 2 block. No. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Looks like we're gonna take some hits then. Yeah, and with 6 Blanc on her. Summon forth the spawn. We can put down another one, which we've established will increase its damage output. So we'll do that. And then attack and cause the minion to attack. Stances only affect melee abilities. That makes sense? And you can easily see whether in a card is a melee or ranged attack by the icon over the cost here. A sword through it is a melee attack. An arrow through it is a ranged attack. Pretty straightforward, really. Guess we can shoot at you. Let's contribute a little bit more here. We'll end turn. We do get to roll over one of our points of energy here, so we'll go back up to 4. I like the little emojis that pop up when stuff happens to the characters. At least that happens for Milady. Not sure about the others. Alright, middle guy is dying. Spooter is summoning a hatchling. And we can see that the leech does not increase over time. I think what's happening, we apply 1 leech per turn, but I believe how it works in Arcanium is similar to how it works in Legend of Keepers, where all status effects decrease their stacks by 1 at the end of each turn, whether they be buffs or debuffs. Alright, that's a good cleave right there. Oh, we can go counterattack for big damage too? 5 damage in root, that's fine. So here's the big question. We do 5 plus 5 plus 5. And that heals for 0. Okay, so unfortunately a leech is round down, not round up. Means I think the leech bonus was the wrong pick. But that's okay. Counter! Okay, but that healed for 2. Wait a minute. What? Hold on. I healed for 0 by doing 5 damage, but I healed for 2 by doing 18 damage. Is 5 rounding down? How's that working? I don't think I understand. Here, have some poison. Then these scorches will apply tons of burning. Burn, fool. 5 burn, 10 burn. So you'll take 10 damage from burn, 8 damage from poison. You're already dead. I can draw my ultimate and kill you. Do that next turn. if 0.5 rounds down but 0.51 rounds up, somebody's doing rounding wrong, I think. But I'll accept that explanation. Fire the searing beam. Okay, and then this dies before or after it acts. I'm actually not sure. Force heal for 0. That makes sense. I'll take it. Get more bucks. One of these abilities. Ooh, a counterattack plus. For lose guard to deal double damage. Greater Fireball. 16 damage and 6 damage in a splash if the target has burn on them. Very expensive, though, at 3 cost. Incoming damage generator tracker does not account for minion attacks or DOTs. Appreciated, Janet. Good to know that those are like the workaround exceptions. With lots of effects going back and forth, it can be really difficult to make a functioning combat preview. Why, I'm continually impressed that Monster Train did it so flawlessly. I'll take a counterattack plus. It's gonna be big damage. Whirlwind! 6 damage and apply 1 vulnerable in a cleave. Blade Dance, lose strike to deal double damage, or a barrel roll for the teleport. What's the upgrade here? Draw 1. Nice. I'll take the money this time. So with my lady now having a full 12 cards in her deck, she'll gain that +1 redraw bonus. That should mean in our next combat, they're doing a bit better. So I can actually just pop into this event, right? Because there's no cost to backtrack, excuse me. Sword and Stone. While exploring the wild woods, you discover an ancient shrine all but reclaimed by the forest. Inside sits a block of stone with an intricate sword sticking out of it. For some reason, you get the impression it won't be easy to pull out. And try anyway. 50% chance to gain Might of the Forest. 50% chance to have everybody take 8 damage. Heck, let's roll the dice. We got it! Nice! Easy. Might of the Forest. Gain 2 power whenever you use your ultimate. Power gives you 10% more direct damage per stack. I think my lady will love to use that. Easy. To the camp. Umbra's still raining down shards upon this land. So, we found a clearing in the woods. The air feels peaceful here, and looks like the corruption hasn't reached this place. We can heal the whole team for 1/4 of their max life. Heal a specific hero for 50% of their max life. Upgrade 2 cards that we choose, or upgrade 4 cards at random. I love this option. The greedy player in me wants to take the random upgrades basically all the time. It's double your upgrade value? Sure. Sure. And I think... Oh yeah, that was a lot of good upgrades. We get there. We got the other copy of Counterattack. Blade Flurry got upgraded. Tail Lash is now 7 damage. Scorch now 5 burn. Good stuff. Good stuff. Light Shrine. Oh hey, in an elite battle. Defeat any enemy to expose and destroy the shard. Perfect. Let's do the Light Shrine first. Choose a blessing for the rest of the run. 1 protection card. Gain 14 shield. Draw 1, expend. That's amazing. Smiting, 4 shock. Deal X damage to adjacent targets whenever the target is hit. Interesting. Very interesting. Or Unity. Start battles with a soldier of a Luna minion in each lane. That sounds pretty good. Starting with 3 minions on field. Especially given that Ragnarok has abilities that work with minions, and if we summon new Reptarian spawns, their promote ability will simply eat the old minion too. I really like that. Okay, let's take Unity here. Let's start this quest. While excavating this side, we dug up this old sheet of papyrus with what looks like a message on it. We can't determine what it says. Maybe you can bring it to somebody in Uzir who can make sense of it. Uzir. That's way down here? Yeah. There's a portal that we can use to get down to Uzir. Where's the other part of the quest? Okay, but let's do this shard battle, right? These don't take steps? No, they don't. Ahkan is only getting stronger. Alright, so an elite battle. Our first one of the run. This is a shard fight, so we have to kill one of the 3 enemies before us. And that'll expose the shard, which we then have to kill. Enemies do bonus damage when low health, or teeth and claws. Gain 1 backlash upon being hit. Okay. Let's give it a try. I definitely think I like Ragnarok being in the middle, generally speaking. Start the battle! So Jet says, one important thing happening soon is that they plan on changing the step limit from 30 to 60 or 90, but making revisiting empty cells cost a step. That'll make your decision-making on the map a little bit more important. I like that. I think that's probably a good change, based on what I've seen so far. Alright, so our minions are going to do 4 damage. Let's see, what's happening here? 6 bleed. You are doing 2 poison cards into my deck, and so are you. Or to deal double damage. These things are really tanky. Double damage. Got a minion. Alright, so we will deal a lash. Do some damage to all of them. So enemy gains 1 backlash. Return 1 nature damage back to the attacker when hit. That's fine. Also see that we're all at full health here. How did that happen? Piercing. Go thrust. Counter strike. Do 24 damage. Heal for 2. We'll light this one on fire. Actually, we'll light you on fire. Which did... Oh, that was a direct attack. Whoops, I meant to use Scorch. Still causes the backlash to hit you, notably. Hit us. So noted. Okay, and the backlash kills the minion too. Good to know. So is that going to reset, or just go down by 1 each turn? Go down by 1 each turn. Okay, so Thorns, kind of like, exactly like, actually, Thorns in, whatchamacallit, Legend of Keepers. So, 12 damage in a cleave. That's hitting everybody here. Nothing I can do about that. Like 5 poison to yourself, expend. Shackled keyword means cannot be discarded in the Fury Furnace. Okay, so we can't discard like so. Gotta think about that Fury Furnace a bit. You're attacking for 5 by 4. Yikes. Overall, a lot of damage headed our way here, and I don't have a lot of mitigation. So that's a bit spooky overall, I think. Probably Tail Lash to get some shield on our midliner here. And you have Bleed. That didn't draw a card either. Okay, noted. Might be able to kill this one this turn. Especially with the ultimate now available. Yeah. Let's hit you. Fly 2 vulnerable, causing it to take X additional damage from attacks. Hit that Tail Lash. There we go. Die. Looks like the minion kills before the attack goes off. At least I hope that's how that works. Yeah, the total 37 damage is 12 from this cleave. Everybody's taking 12. 5 by 4 from this enemy, and then 5 from the poison, which we can remove with our Healy thingy. We'll take that 5 burn off, or whatever that was. That's some damage. He'll draw his ultimate shortly. Actually, this is a good time to draw the ultimate. Get 3 powerful minions down. The cleave does hit the minion in front of Ragnarok, but these will each do more damage now. Wait, what? Did I just get bamboozled? Why was this enemy previewed as dying when they did not die? They had the skull over their icon, right? Interesting. Ow, I guess. That said, that's not actually a bad thing necessarily. I think that means they die after their attack? Well, they attacked and they're still here, so no, it doesn't. Or did it? Oh, because maybe it changed with the minions. Oh, because the minion has nature. Yes, nature resistance. And the minion does nature damage. Maybe that was it. Well, that might have been it. Oh man, and the shard has 90 HP? Dang. So with one minion down, the shard is exposed, and that's our kill target here. That's what we need to make die. Slap some poison on that thing. And hit it hard. And then 2 turns from now. It says in 1 turn, but respawning in 1 turn goes to then respawning next turn. And then the enemy will respawn. So we have a little bit of time to do some deeps to this crystal. And I may be able to take out this spooter, too. I'm going to reposition ourselves a little bit. Soon be. Oh, you're rooted, that's right, you can't move. Fair enough. Or can I? It cleanses minor debuffs, got it. No, can't move, dang. Very well. I will take a bunch of damage. This fight is going a lot worse than I thought it would. And we have another cleave headed our way that I really can't do a lot about. Oh boy. So the real question is, can we just kill the shard now? If I can, I really ought to. I think I can. 53 HP. We can make the minion attack. Yes, these monsters will respawn a couple of turns after... after the end of their existence. So I think we're going to go for all in on the shard here. Want to promote an attack command. Also, add more poison to the shard here. Oh, we got double attack command? Perfect. Okay. So let's do a ton. She's even got her ultimate. Perfect. We can apply vulnerable. Then we swap over. Make a 12 minion. Attack with the 12 minion. Attack with the 12 minion. Shard destroyed. And the battle's over. Okay. Lost a lot of health there. But I'm sure we'll be able to get some of it back. Got $113 reduce. Our choice of artifact here. Your abilities have a 25% chance to draw a card. Pretty good. Ancestral Bulwark, 2 shield, per AP we spend on the first card we play in a turn. Or the Arcane Orb, 3 shield per Arcana card. A decent number of Arcana cards on Milady here. Aurora is all Elemental, which is different than Arcana. And that's what they're called, AP, that's right. The energy. Ragnarok is Nature and Darkness. So Arcana Orb is okay. This is not bad either. Ancestral Bulwark is guaranteed to be at least 2 or 4 shield per turn. And I think that would be good on maybe Aurora, who's got some expensive cards, 2/2/2. Milady's usually in an opening with a counterattack. The Bulwark. Wonder how Molten Shield works with the boosted burns that we have. I'll grab a Molten Shield. I'm not going to use it right away, but it's nice to have. Blazing Tail. Gain 3 burn. Apply 1 burn and a cleave per burn on you. Spicy. Or Battle Hardened. Gain 6 shield and draw a card. A shrug it off, basically. Our tank has a hard time moving around at the moment, but let's grab some Blanc. Another Breach Elite battle. More random upgrades. We got to upgrade our spawns. Yes! Upgrade the Reptarian spawns. Perfect. Perfect. We're also almost to a 12-card deck with Ragnarok here. An Arcana Shrine. Heck yeah, give me more shrines. Heroes start battles with a full hand of cards? What does that mean? We already did. 25% more Arcana damage, or price at soars reduced by 20? Let's see what a full hand of cards means. Certainly more cards on turn 1 has got to be good, right? 5! 5, yes, 5 is many cards. That seems very good. Alright, I can just waltz back over here now. On guard, Monsieur Soleil. On guard. More upgrades. Kind of scattershot upgrades everywhere. So what is Ignite Plus? 2 extra damage per burn. Good. Good, good, good. Okay, some easier battles might be a relatively wise idea here. Let's back into this quest. There's gold in them hills. You receive a treasure map from a curiously shady weasel. This is right over here. Don't think we have enough money. 200 is not enough to buy an artifact. So let's do this assault battle. See how our 5 cards on turn 1 goes for us. Shadowbark Treant. Enemies with cleave are a real problem. So we have no taunt. My minions are all attacking in a line. All of them? 8 damage in a lane, 8 damage in a line, 8 piercing damage in a line. Piercing. Ignore all resistances, shields, and resilience. Wow. That's rude. But yes, 5 cards each. Beautiful. I really like that. Treant is resistant to nature damage. We only need to kill any 3 enemies here. Start focusing on the one in the middle. Yeah, we're gonna lose health pretty rapidly here. No point in using the reptilian spawns at the moment. In Big Blunk. Melody will take 8 damage either way, right? Not necessarily. We could swap them around. That might be a reasonable choice, actually. Oh, yeah, and I have the thingy equipped on her. That's right. I want to make my first card the expensive one. Oops. Oh well, that's fine. Become burninated. Perfect. And then we actually just get to keep all 4 of these cards, right? My minions! And they're all summoning minions this turn. Works for me. Here, you burn too. Wait, fireball first. In the Blanc. Our Searing Beam next turn will take out the minion and probably the thing behind it. 6-4, so this will be a 10-4. And then, as I understand it, this enemy is already dying, right? Did burn and poison? So let's swap over here. Get some damage in. And now our ultimate is available. We'll use that next turn. Sure, we can tweak down the sound effects a little bit. Just make it all silent. Okay, so you are doing 12 piercing damage in a line. Not somewhere I want to end my turn. Not sure how minions resolve their order of operations. That ult. Bleh. Fly murdering to our opponent. Also heal me. Still taking 5 from the Spooderling. What if we poison the Spooderling? Does it die before it attacks? We're not sure. We'll find out. We'll do science. We'll do science. Could replace all of our minions, but there's no need for that. Have some fire damage. So let's see. Okay, the minion dies before it attacks from debuffs. It's good news. Now we need only kill one more creature. Get a win here. I think we will have the easiest time killing the middle one, probably. Because everybody is most easily able to get into position, even though it has a bit more health. Although it will take reduced damage from counterattack. Alright, in that case, let's try to kill the one at the end here. We'll move over and move over. So 18 damage and apply stun. Or blam. Oh wait, I was supposed to use Searing Beam first. Right, that used all my fury. Oh well, doesn't matter much. This enemy is still super dead. I'll take it. I will take it. $53 reduce. Reduce the cost of all cards in your hand by 1. Interesting. Alt. Dash gain strike. Dash being move to an adjacent location, bypassing movement impairing effects such as root. These are all things for Melody here, who doesn't need them. We could swap out maybe one of our Flesh Strikes if we want to. Take the vault. Lifesteal. Store health equal to the direct damage dealt to the targets. Although at 2 cost, that's a bit much. Lava Bolt gains 3 burn. What are your artifacts? Got the Wizard Hood. Do you have any cards that scale off your own burn? That's right, we do. We have the Lava Shield, right? Molten Shield. Apply burn equal to a burn on you upon getting hit. Let's take a Lava Bolt. It's for the ability to give ourselves burn. I'm probably not going to equip it yet. But it's nice to have. And we get an Essence upgrade. Permanently empower a hero by choosing one of the following upgrades. 1 more AP every turn. 20 max health. Upgrade your ultimate, 10 max HP, and 15% damage. 1 more AP sounds really good, probably on Ragnarok, who's got all these 2-cost cards. Although I could see Milady doing really well with bonus energy as well. Or more raw damage output with our Fox. Somebody wants one more AP. Let's put it on Ragnarok. And let's complete this quest. The sneaky little weasel didn't mention the treasure was guarded, but it looks legit. We can sneak in and grab it. They're pretty lazy guards, it seems. Just 160 bucks, huh? Quote-unquote just. Okay, we don't get a lot of steps left here. Concerned. So we've got Vault available. Still need one more card for Ragnarok here. New minion cards. See that being good. Sure, what kind of minion cards can we buy? Wow, these look pretty strong. Here at the Outpost, you can recruit minions to help you in your battles. Some even do special things. Instant, apply 2 cleanse when you summon. Removing debuffs from us. Phoenix Acolytes. Pulse. At the start of the round, apply 2 power. More damage. Or the Radiant Oracle, which applies some shield. I like that quite a bit. Let's take the Radiant Oracle. That goes, yeah, on you. Perfect. So now we have a full set of 12 cards for Ragnarok. Neat. Do we tackle on this Breach Elite battle? With low health, I think I'd like to take a regular fight first. Maybe get a healing back at the next day? Otherwise, we'll have to go looking for a rest site, maybe. Hey, Enigma Engine, well, you found your way here now. And that's what matters. Beat any 3 enemies. Okay, health did not restore this time. Okay. We will bring you to Ahkan, bruised and broken. Actually, the music's a little too quiet now. Let's up that a little bit. Alright, so these Jack here are resistant to elemental damage, which is a bit unfortunate for us. We do a ton of damage output. This is just 10 damage. That should be blockable, right? Yeah, with guard stance, definitely. Okay, looks pretty good overall. This guy is summoning a minion. You are putting burn cards into Ragnarok's deck, but that's not a problem. Oh, you heal after shard battles. I understand. Okay, that's actually good to know. That's a good reason to fight a shard battle. Make the big lad, and then make the big lad attack. Actually almost instantly get a KO here. Scorch Ignite will absolutely destroy this fool. Although, no it won't, because you're resilient. Maybe I'll swap Ragnarok over here and we'll shoot the burning on the Sky Color, who's not resilient to it. Yes, there is a... When we're on the overworld, there is indeed a counter showing how many steps we've taken on this day so far. Yes, that is indeed a thing. Let's poison you two. There's Thrust Plus, perfect. Give me some Blanc. 6 Blanc. Barely take any damage there. You are going to move over here. We'll go Scorch. These are 7 burn each. And then that did 32. Ah. Good. Maybe should have considered using Fury to discard some of these. It's not a mechanic I'm taking advantage of yet. What are you trying to do this turn? Shocked. A shocking revelation. Alright, so you're taking 20, and it gives a... Oh, it gives a breakdown. If you mouse over the damage they're taking, I really like that. So it says the soldier does 2, the burn does 13, and the poison it does 5. 2, and that, yes, that does add up to 20. Which is how much health it has. Oh, that's really cool. What if that's also the order of operations? Grifflands any good? Absolutely, you like this name. Highly recommend Grifflands. That game is good. Fireball plus do 18 damage. Get him. I'm actually okay just holding on to Shackled here. Summoning a minion. Have more poison. Minion attacks for 4. Pop that minion. Some damage. We can also now draw a Reptarian army. Let's do that. Promote and upgrade those 2 minions for more damage. And that's fine. Discard this. Okay, yes, you did in fact die. Looks like a pretty easy fight overall. Good. Very good. Okay, you don't die yet. Tail Lash again for the instant kill. And I can still summon a new spawn? Perfect. Promote it! Should be able to finish right now. Fire! You're taking 14 plus 5. There. Gained a little bit of health from that. Good. Solar Blast. 12 damage and a splash. Gain 3 extra fury if lethal. Solar Fissure. Deal 9, gain 3 extra fury. That I like quite a bit. Oh, this one being upgraded makes me want it a little bit more, probably. Sanguine Penguin, thank you so much for the 8 months and that tier 1 sub. Greatly appreciate that long-standing support. I'll take it. Or burn into splash, gain 2 burn, that's perfect. Mass AoE burn, yes. Yes. Good. Good. And that's the start of a new day, which means it's time to give away a new copy of Arcanium here. Use the same command as last time. Give that all a reset. So if you'd like to be entered for a chance to win your very own copy of Arcanium Rise of Ahkan, type exclamation point gimme into that chat, and we'll be giving away a copy in just a moment. Okay, so my main concern right now, we still have some artifact slots to take advantage of. Really only one of our heroes has artifacts, so we'd like to get more of those. Gain 80 shield hunting, 20 damage to single hits. Do we go to a shard battle? I think so. I think we'll try it. Difference between splash and cleave is in a horizontal line, and splash is all adjacent. So splash will hit the minion in front, or the hero behind the minion if you're targeting the minion. So basically a line versus a plus shape are the different shapes there. Can I go back to this without... Yes, you can go back to a shop. Noted. Does not cost a step. This forge is also indicated as white. Grenade launcher. Draw a card whenever you play a card, but lose 3 health. Interesting. Jousting Lance. 3 shield when you destroy an enemy. On sale. Not bad. Not the Alchemist. Ooh, the Potion of Purging lets you discard your hand. Scroll of Immunity. Gain 3 immune. Can't open that up. Reply 3 weak. Immune. Let's find out what that does. Reduce all damage to 0, then remove a stack of immune. Lose all stacks at the start of your next turn. Okay, so that's just a once per battle, don't take any damage. That's perfect. Wait, is that... Oh yeah, it's like 3 stacks of buffer, kind of. Oh, and here's a camp. Perfect. I'm gonna restore... I think 25% health to the whole party, and then we'll take on this shard battle. Do I get credit if you buy through the link? I don't get any money or any cut of any purchases through the Steam Workshop link, but if you either wishlist the game or purchase it through that link, the developers will know that you did that for me, and it'll increase the odds that we get another sponsorship deal for this game. Yeah, let's take a team-wide heal here, although 4 more random upgrades is genuinely tempting. I just want to be topped up before we go on into a relatively difficult fight. So a quick rundown for you, Fireworks. Happy to explain. Arcanium Rise of Ahkan is a deck-building roguelite where you play a team of 3 anthropomorphized animal heroes. Basically, you assemble a team of 3 adventurers, each with their own deck of up to 12 cards. Let's slap some more stuff on our lady here. And you wander around the map, getting into fights that get you new ability cards for your heroes, artifacts that you can equip for passive bonuses like Slay the Spire relics. The combat's quite interesting. Your 3 heroes fight in 3 lines on the battle. Magrok the Decimator. Interesting. And before we start this battle, I'm going to give away another copy of the game. Let's close that giveaway. Pick a winner. Grimdurin! Congrats on your brand new copy of Arcanium. Oh, I should be clarifying, these are Steam PC copies of the game, by the way. So, those who win, such as you, Grimdurin, will get a Steam PC code. Enjoy. And congrats. You never expected such a small town to be targeted by an enemy commander, but it's little more than a roadside stop with an inn. Thank the tree you've arrived in time. We've no one else. Please help us. Can run full out to save the town, unlocking a campsite but giving enemies more HP or battle. Magrok. I don't think we want to give them more HP. I think this is going to be hard enough fight already. Difficulty. I'll have to send some feedback to the devs on the sound effects when you start a battle. There's sometimes like a particularly loud crunch going on there. Alright. Spider's got your back. So, our 3 heroes. In our 3 rows, we have our opponents here. 2 Shadowbark Treants. Apply 1 Dispel upon being hit. Interesting. Beat the super elite enemy. So these side enemies are essentially minions. They will respawn in a couple of turns after they're killed, and we have to kill the middle enemy here, who's very beefy, in order to win. We're definitely going to stack our toxicities on the middle lad here. We're doing apply root in a cleave. That also hits Ragnarok here. And this is 6 damage in a line, multi-strike 3, trampling rage. Feels like a pretty good battle-hardened Tail Lash will give our tank some tankiness. And Milady can block with Guard Stance too. Good, okay. Here, have some poison. Oh. I missed my block on Aurora, but she's not being attacked, so it doesn't matter. I think we also want to put the burn on the Decimator boss here too. That's right, the side minions get stronger every time they stay alive. That's generally true in most combats, from what I have seen. Okay, so yeah, let's go battle-hardened. More toxicity. 20 poison, that's gonna be good. And we'll block with Tail Lash. Now he's 5. Cool, that's a good breakdown, actually. I really like that we can mouse over these and get a breakdown of exactly where all the damage is coming from. And how it blocks against our shields and such. Serenade89, thank you so much for that Prime sub and the 7 heckin' months of support. If you're enjoying checking out Arcanium with me, I know I am. I wonder if the 20 poison will activate the armor plating. So we'll find out. become burnified. So that does 28. That will definitely give it shield. I'm just going to discard Lava Bolt for now. This is not the final boss, no. This is just a super elite enemy. Just a super elite enemy. Okay, full block that. I'm going to discard one of these attack commands. Although he's got redraw... No, he's got redraw 4, so that'll be a new card next turn. And Grim Durin, thank you so much for the 3 months of that Prime sub. I win, you win, we all win. For ice cream? You do retain AP, yeah, these little blips. You do get to keep those from turn to turn. Yes, that 20 damage did give it shield, unfortunately. So 19 poison is the right amount to have here. But the block fell off at the end of the turn, so that's actually good. You are gain 20 shield and 7 cleanse, so it's going to remove some stacks of these debuffs. Not a terrible thing, truthfully. This would be 15. So that will not do the thing. We've got a Doombark Plus. 10 HP minion I got to deal with. If only Searing Beam did more damage. Or Fireball Plus, which can absolutely kill it. 15 piercing damage in a line. Rude. And you're summoning a Doombark Plus. Okay. Works for me. And yeah, we're going a little bit slowly here, because there's a lot to explain, a lot of questions to answer, a lot of stuff people haven't seen before. Can draw our ultimate. Probably do that next turn. I think I want Ragnarok. Oh, you can't move because you're rooted? That's right. So Aurora's just going to tank this hit, and that's going to have to be okay. I accept your answer, even if I don't like it. This is in a line, yeah, so the minion's dying either way. You better blop that nerd. Blop him. We are currently in guard stance. And now we have our ultimate for her too. Let's actually use it right now. Get some more damage on the boss. Lets her reposition herself. Easy peasy like. Discard one of those. This will gain a bunch of shield, but that's okay now. We'll do the 28 that gains 80 blunk, but I end the turn. Do I use the Scroll of Immunity to block this 15 damage? I think no. Okay, the boss has applied Cleanse, so a lot of those debuff stacks have been decreased now. That is only going to mean that we apply more of them. 12 damage and Root in a Cleave, so these two are getting hit. Battering Ram deals 12 damage and applies Vulnerable. And you are doing 18 piercing in a line, good lord. Now seems like a good time to use the Scroll of Immunity. This is an early access game, Zoom Waffle, that's been out for a couple of months now. But this is my first time playing it. Oh, and it's a ranged splash too, so I can just like shoot this. That's good. I like that. And tail lash for some blunk. We'll put Ragnarok here. Do we want to have attack with Malady first? Probably, yeah. I wonder if that counts the... thingy. Big minions. Maybe some block by shield stealing. Oh, that's right. Doesn't work if they have armor. We'll make him 18-4 and attack command it. Doing plenty of damage. Okay, and we also gain a lot of shield on what's-her-face if we Solar Blast, because it's a 3 cost, and the first card of the turn gives block based on what it costs, right? So we just go boom, gain 10 block, and I'll use the Scroll of Immunity on you to make sure you take nothing this turn too. Okay, overall that went reasonably well. I'm gonna discard this Fireball. Immune! Okay, Tripling Rage again, 6 damage in a line, but now it's angrier, so it's 10 by 3? No, that's just because of vulnerable. Okay. That makes sense. But we're getting close to beating this boss, so I'm feeling good here. Probably want to swap out Ragnarok and not eat 30 hecking damage. My burn equal to all burn on you upon getting hit. Or we could just Tail Lash for, honestly, quite a bit of block. New minions coming down. We should be able to kill this thing next turn, I'm pretty sure. When our ultimate is ready again. Could also give ourselves 6 more shield by deploying the minion. And now my ultimate is ready. Apply stun! Oh, that's right, you can stun things! Give me that. Boom! Can't swap or cast anything. No attack at all. Easy. In that case, let's swap Melody in here. Oh, that's right, we can't move though. No. Foolishness. Looks good though. Next turn we should have a kill, easy peasy like. Okay, this wasn't too bad. I think the immunity scroll helped a lot there. GG. No parley. For battle details, there's a full stat breakdown. Interesting. About $128 reduce. New artifact. Ooh, Explorer's Torch. 1 burn whenever you hit an enemy. Paragon of Fortitude. Restore 2 health whenever an ally casts on you. That could be good. This torch seems awesome, though. Especially if it works the way that I think it's going to. Blade Storm. Multi-hit 2, deal 1 damage and apply 1 vulnerable twice. Love that. All allies in a splash gain 6 burn and 4 fury. Interesting. That's kind of cool. For Spoils of War, draw 1 +1 per allied minion on the board. We'll take that. Ooh, upgraded Solar Winds, draw 2, gain 4 burn. Or another Spoils of War. The Solar Winds. Diplomatic Disaster. Commander of the Umbran forces in Enador lays motionless. This obscure location of his death is sure to be mentioned in the annals of history. With Enador safe, other vistas desperately await such well-prepared heroes. Get plus 10 HP, not a full heal, notably. I'm even happier that I healed earlier. And let's take a look at our artifact slots. So Wizardhood says, increase the burn, bleed, hex, and poison your cards apply by 2. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking now Explorer's Torch plus Wizardhood on Malady here, so that these Blade Flurry pluses, which hit 3 times, apply 9 burn? Question mark? Well, let's lose 1 Flesh Strike and replace it with a Vault. We want Spoils of War. We'll lose the... Not really a fan of Sneak Attack. Lose Sneak Attack. Let's add both Solar Winds and Flame Pillar, meaning we can lose... Let's lose Searing Beam. That hasn't been very good. Lose one of the Ignites? No, we'll lose one of the Fireballs. The Ignites are going to be really good, right? Bonus damage equal to burn, and I'm going to be applying tons of burn. Let's confirm how that works. I'm just going to do this Breach Battle here, which I don't think is necessarily all that challenging, and just confirm that our artifacts are interacting in the way that I want them to. Line, 8 piercing damage in a line, summon a Spooderling. And this is just... Oh yeah, kill enemies to expose the shard. Gotcha. What I'll probably do is Tail Lash and then move Ragnarok over here. Tank the 4x3. This 8 is going to do damage to somebody no matter what I do. Confirm here with Flesh Strike. Oh, only 1 burn. Okay, so we're not gaining the bonus burn from the cloak on our attacks. Only 1 burn per attack. Unfortunate, but acceptable. Glad we checked. Still pretty good, I'm sure. Or do I do like some retaliatory burn damage here? Our Bird Lover says, notice our health hasn't changed since the start of the game, but the enemy health keeps going up. That's true in Spire as well. The player's hit points don't change a lot, but enemies get tankier and tankier. And your damage output goes up and up. And the enemy damage output goes up and up. And your ability to block goes up and up. But your health, nope. It stays the same. I don't really want to take this damage, but you know what? I'm gonna do it. Flame out. So she should apply a whole bunch of burn back to this enemy, if I understand correctly. In that case, I don't need the thingy. Right, let's go like this. Whole bunch of damage to this enemy. Hey, Ubla, grats on the silent any % world record. And welcome in if you rated us. Big congrats there. Nine burn. Oh, so we took the burn damage, the burn went down to 3, and then we applied 3x3. It's not quite what I thought we were going to do. We have enough block to actually not take anything from this? Why do we have so much block already? It's unclear to me. But I'm more than happy to Solar Blast these nerds. Especially if we can use the Solar Blast to kill this one. I should be able to do. So attack command might just kill it, right? Oh, that killed the minion. I understand. 12. No, only 6 because it's a late card. Gotta get you down to 6. Whatever. Let's let it die the old-fashioned way. Blam. Let's go over here. Still alive. Fix this. There, now it dies. 12 burn. Kind of interesting that it tracks the source of damage that applied the burn in the first place. Okay, so the shard is exposed. Now we gotta do a bunch of damage to that. Both respawning next turn. Can hit back there. That'll give me enough block to just tank this hit entirely, although that's piercing damage, so no. We can use the Scroll of Immunity to block it. Maybe that's a better idea. 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Dang. I'm guessing Catalyst was involved. Although maybe Grand Finale, right? Probably Grand Finale, actually. That sounds more accurate. Thrust counterattack? Sure. Is this doing reduced damage? Not sure. 4 minutes? 4 minutes! Oh, we just get the shard. Easy. Finale P-Box. That'll do it. That will do it. Lunge is nice because it's got shield steal. Let's grab one of these. And I think a barrel roll is a good idea to add too. But we can get another +1 AP for somebody? That'll take. There's also occasionally we're granted options for oh, normal elite and shard battles give different amounts of essence. Understand. Let's get increased AP to her. Alright, so we decided the wizardhood actually does in fact belong on you. And I'm gonna lose something here. One of these thrusts. Take a lunge. And I'll lose one of the unupgraded tail lashes to get a barrel roll. That feels right. Okay. Feeling good about life? Question mark? Should do an elite battle or something. Mothra the Ancient! Small fragment of the shards that dropped into Anador has landed in the midst of a large copse of trees. Within the copse, you see several small huts made of sticks and timbers. A large campfire is lit with silhouettes dancing around it. They have placed the tiny shard fragment on a stone adorned with shimmering engravings. This shard fragment must be destroyed. Fight your way into the copse and head towards its center, triggering a breach battle and gaining an essence. I'd love to. I would love to. Alright, looks pretty simplistic here. Got our Molten Shield ready already. Live Boar Burn in a splash. Gives me some block and then Molten Shield ourselves to return a bunch of burn to you. That seems good. This is just 6 and 2 Vuln. Apply 4 bleed. No problem. No problem at all. Looks like an easy fight overall. Perfect amount of shield. Attack. Hold on to that barrel roll. Oh, maybe we should have Radiant Oracle over here. Food for thought. Take 8 damage. Okay. Yeah, I should have used the Radiant Oracle here. You have more poison. Now this enemy has 12 stacks of burn on them. Seems okay. Get chonked on. Do I apply immunity to you? Sure. Let's see how this works. Not sure this will apply the burn back to the enemy now, but we gotta know. Yes, we do. We totally still do. Glorious. Right. Alright, now's a good time for the Tail Lash AoE. Hit them all. This is 8 damage in full. You're gaining shield. This is 7 times 3, but this also blocks for 7 times 3, so I'll take exactly nothing, thank you. Could also just maybe kill it. Turns out winning is the easiest thing of all. It's 24. It's an inordinate amount of... damage. Kill them all. So that just burns for 27 and dies. Guy gets killed by our minions. An enemy can just do whatever. I'm gonna vault. Actually, no, you're dying to nothing. Thank you. Oh, and our ult's available too. We'll use that next turn. That's a good, Okay. So all three shards exposed. We focus on doing damage to it. Solar Blast looking great here. Just do 12 damage to all 3 versions of it. Boom! Very boom. Arcanium. Easy. Alright. Glorious success. More dollary dues. Another Molten Shield. Can you stack that? Age. Apply 4. Vulnerable if you have Strike. Or gain 12 shield if you have Guard. Ooh, I like it. It's nice and flexible. Kind of expensive, though. I wonder what it does upgraded. Gonna look at that. 9 damage and... Oh, wow, look at that. 9 damage and 6 vuln if you have Strike, 20 shield if you have Guard. I'll take that card. That's a rare from the purple, I believe. Only stack duration, okay, gotcha. Absorb all debuffs from adjacent allies and turn them into burn. On yourself? Not sure if one. Gauge is currently bugged, doesn't trigger in guard stance. Thank you for the heads up on that one. Probably means I won't want to use it. Since that is one of the big things I would have appreciated, is the block. Get the money! Okay, only 5 or so more steps before our big battle. Let's fight Mothra the Ancient. Get 2 upgraded abilities and an artifact. Unlock a trainer. What does a trainer do? Let's find out. Give them more max HP. $325 on Mothra the Ancient. My 2 dispel upon getting hit. My root string from Umbra's corruption, strengthening both my bark and my bite. Spooky. Trainer sells cards and card upgrades. Good stuff. Doombark X. You're giving yourself shield and backlash. Well, whoop-de-doodly-doo. Triple Scorch. We'll put all the dots on the boss, I guess. Burn. Burn. Have some burn. Have some more burn. Have, you guessed it, some more burn. Are resistant to nature, so the Reptarian spawn's not that good. Fortunately. It's okay. Oh, sweet. We can teleport, get Melody in front. We want to do more burn on you. So we have strike. We don't have strike. Guard, unfortunately. So 26 stacks of burn, 20 stacks of poison on the mini boss. We're going to use these ignites next turn to do big damage, hopefully. Now we're doing some spooky stuff. 12 damage and a cleave, not good. 12 damage and root in a cleave. 15 piercing damage in a line. Not a lot of ways to negate any of that. "12 damage in a line. That's a good way to deal with this Doombark. Maybe this one. Just gonna... Oh, and this splashes too? Easy. Just hit the minions, forehead. It says 3 extra fury if lethal. So flesh strike and then lunge. 14 damage in a line, gain shield steal. So we gain 30 block and our ultimate is available. Alright, so you're fine. Gonna do this. Take out both minions, apply some Blonk. Also, your ultimate is available, so now we can stun somebody. 12 damage and a cleave. Definitely want to stop you. Bonk. And then this damage can't be prevented except by the Scroll of Immunity, which I'll probably use, honestly. Although I might use it on her. To attack. Let's just go all ham here. Can also draw a Zol. We'll do that next turn. Discard that. Block that. Take 2. That's good. Did I break the boss? Why are you not attacking me? The boss's intent appears to be do nothing. Well, that's good. Did you know Ignite does 61 damage? Seems fortuitous. Blam! Yeah, I stunned it last turn. But then this turn. Still not attacking? Doesn't matter, it's dead. Get money! Choice of artifacts. Paragon of Strength. Your melee abilities deal 100% more damage. Reduced by 50% per enemy targeting you. Stormcast Pendant. Your ultimate's cost is reduced by half, but lose 6 HP whenever you put it into your hands. Wow. Or the Time Worn Staff, 1 Dispel whenever you hit an enemy. Move X stacks of all minor buffs. So far, Kubiak, I really like this game quite a bit. Take the Paragon of Strength, that seems hella OP. What are the melee abilities? Okay, so Tail Lash would do more, but I think we give that to Milady, of course. Alright, I can't do that until I finish taking these. Ooh, Momentum Plus. Reduce the cost of all cards in your hand by 1. Serrated Spine. Apply vulnerable when you get hit for the first time. No, we'll take Momentum. Oh, and a Lunge Plus. Or a Blade Storm Plus. Multi-hit 3. Deal 1 damage, apply 1 vulnerable. And also 3 burn. Heck yeah. Give me that. Hey, Chicken Man Phil. Yes, indeed, we are still on the same run here. Getting close to the end of it. Because we've only got 5 steps left before our boss. We get a 10 hit point heal to everybody. Back up to full here. We continue onwards to the trainer. The Grand Card Master welcomes you to the dojo. Here you can learn new powerful abilities to defeat your enemy. Punt to destroy an allied minion. Do damage equal to its attack. Twice its attack in a line. I like that. Savagery. Ooh, this is good. Multi-strike 3, deal 3 damage, a lifesteal. Nice heal. An upgrade for $100, I'll do that. Blade Flurry to hit one more time is pretty good. Oh, Molten Shield is 8 shield instead of 4 per turn. That's pretty good. Bolt draws a card. Battle Harden gets 4 more block. 15 damage. 5 burn and splash and gain more burn. Draw 1 on barrel roll. We said engage was bugged. Oh, these ignites are really good upgrades too, actually. Let's upgrade these ignites. These are a big part of our damage. And it looks like we can do that up to 3 times here, so we can get both ignites upgraded and the multi-strike. Heck yeah, buy those upgrades. Glad we paid the price to go to the trainer. I'll take the Savagery. I don't know that I'll use it, but I will take it. Alright, that's all our Delary dues. Lastly, but certainly not leastly, we get an Essence upgrade. I'm going to take the increased AP on the third hero here so that everybody has 4 AP per turn. That sounds real good to me. Alright. Papyrus Quest is way over here. Oh, another shrine! Heck yeah. That's the Void Shrine got for us. Heroes start battles with 5 AP. Less useful now that we've increased our base AP, but still quite good with our turn 1 draw. Something in the game mentions that legendary card limit, because I was aware of it. Let's see if I can find it in a second. 2 Dispel to all enemies at the start of each turn. Just remove any buffs they might give themselves. Or 1 week to all enemies at the start of each turn, so always doing 10% less damage. Let's take Withering, that'll be nice. Okay, do we have... Not equipped Paragon of Strength. And we want definitely Blade Storm Plus. That Lunge Plus. Why not take Lunge Plus? Thought I did. Each hero only has 4 artifact slots, that's right. That's right. Oh yeah, here it's right here. Right here at the bottom, Jedit. Legendary ability cards are limited to 1x copy on each hero. And the enigmatic they are here. Watching us. Waiting for us. Alright, I'll lose that weird minion that I've never actually used. Oh, and that can actually go on anybody. Interesting. So this is a universal card. Anybody can equip it. Cool. Oh, I took the momentum instead of the lunge, didn't I? They're all previewing with the bonus sword damage. We'll lose a thrust. Guess I don't know that I want momentum. That expends, so I have to draw it again. We have strike, but we have vault, which gains strike. Okay, we'll try this. They sound like they know what's up. Another shrine. We have so many shrine bonuses. Is that actually good, though? That's the real question. Orion the Chosen. Let's fight another shard battle. These shard battles seem like the best way to get stronger. Light damage increased by 25%. Add 1 protection card, 14 shield. Or 1 smiting card for that shock. Who uses light damage? Solar Blast is light damage, and so is Ignite. Oh my god, Ignite. 25% more damage on Ignite. Yes, please. Yes, please. Alright, we'll do this Breach Elite battle. Elite Blade Master. Can't take damage that's less than 5. Apply 4 shock upon receiving 12 or more direct damage. Spooky. Looks like a tough fight. Apply 3 vulnerable in a cleave. Interesting. Deal slanted 11 damage. And shield steal. They're both weak and leech. Shocked cards. Right, we only do some additional damage. So, immune to damage of 5 or less, so we have to do 6. I think Blade Flurry with the bonus from the strike stance will do plenty. And if you're immune, or penalizing me for direct damage, we'll just do indirect damage with the Scorches. Molten Shield yet. Scorch, Ignite? Definitely Scorch. And then this does 29 damage, dang. We can Tail Lash and Barrel Roll to block. That'll work. Also got Dash Gain Strike. That's right. So this becomes 6 times 3, dang. Which is not 12, so we don't get any shock. Good. A big lad. I'll ignite you. Actually, no, I'll Molten Shield. And then Malevolent? Yeah, that seems fine. I'll keep these two. So far, so good. Can attack an empty space. That is a good tip. In case you need to just, like, lose something in hand. Oh boy, this looks nasty. We got going on here. 14 damage in Shield Steal, and you're doing just 17 damage straight up. Well, you know what? You can't do damage if you're dead. That's the realist. I've got double ignite plus, oh, you're so dead. And that'll expose the shard for us. Oh, you're resistant to light, though. Let's see. Okay. It's a little unfortunate, then. Oh yeah, because we got shock from... I understand, yes. We'll just use the immunity scroll. We can also use the cleansing vial to remove these stinky debuffs. Get those out of here. Good. Damage. Take a Scorch plus an Ignite. And that shard is going nowhere fast. GG. Alright, we're really starting to clean through the fights now, which is good. We're almost to the end of our run. Big Game Net. Play a copy of enemy minions to destroy in your lane. Interesting. Your ranged abilities do 50% extra damage. 50%? Amazing. Give me that. The cataclysmic trinket. Put that on the lady. We have to unequip something, but we'll figure that out. Void card in a cleave. Interesting. I don't want any of this. Money! Likewise, take the money. Alright, so that should mean we get to do way more damage with Aurora. Don't mind losing one of our 2 block relics. Let's lose the wooden Targon and give that to our beefy lad. Go. Give some automatic blunk. 20 out of 20, and so we can go to the rest site after the Orion the Chosen fight. Perfect. So these will be our last 2 nodes. And unlock a bonus campsite too. Sure, we'll give enemies additional health. The Starcaller is so focused that he is unaware of your presence. You could ambush him here, but it might behoove you to follow him to his destination. It will behoove. Commence the behooving. If you get rewards on a battle on step 30 that we can't equip immediately, we will not be able to equip them as we go straight into the boss fight. Makes sense. A little unfortunate if so, but it makes sense. When I finally get my hands on Ahkan, he'll be Shishakakan. Until then, you will have to do. So unfortunately the boss is light resistant here. Apply 4 shock upon receiving 6 or more direct damage? And we have multi-attacking side enemies? Good lord, what? Terrifying. That seems like a real problem. Fortunately, we can remove some shock with the cleansing vial, but not if it's applied in this kind of quantity. Right? Love that we have Solar Blast available. Let's start with Molten Shield. Okay, so we're going to be able to transfer a lot of burn back to this enemy, but we're going to take a lot of damage in the process. No easy way to block on you either. Okay, we'll keep that for next turn. Attack commands. Okay, so that'll let us do some solid damage. That'll apply shock to us, right? If we're doing 6 or more direct damage. So what if we just attack command for 3 here? Minion does not get shocked. Good. These guys are resistant to elementals, so even the burn doesn't matter that much. Yikes, this is going to be a tough fight. I'm mildly concerned. But the ignites will do full damage based on the burning. It's not even going to do any damage. Wait, yes it should. 6 times 3. Good. You're going to discard the upgraded attack command. The barrel roll. Could use an ignite. I'm going to hold on to those for next turn. I'll be able to get some health back, too, because of how much damage that's going to be. We could give her immunity. It's not a bad idea. I think we just take the damage. $36 burn. Become burninated. So this is 79 damage? Oh my god. 79? That's plus 25% from light power, plus 50% from her artifacts, and of course 36 stacks of burn. Wait, that seems wrong, actually. That should be doing way more than that. Right? 79 seems like a low number? Because this should be 7 plus 72, which is 79. Oh, so that's 79 before any modifiers are applied, right? How much does this actually do? 79. Oh! It's just the base damage of Ignite that gets scaled up. No! We're not getting our bonuses! So, the number 7 is getting bigger-fied, right? Ignite's a... not sure what the base value of this card is. 4 damage base. And then all of the bonus damage doesn't get multiplied. Not sure if that's intended or not, but I do feel a little bit baited by that. Oh well. It's still really good damage. Kill you. Poison. Yeah, 4 times 1.75. That's how you get it. So we're adding shocked cards. Is that 4 quotation marks around shocked? Shocked cards. We're shocking them. That's too many quotation marks, man. Reroll into the cleave. Okay, so no damage heading our way this turn, at least. Oh, that's funny. Big minions. There's lunge. 21 damage in a line. This is going to give me an unfortunate amount of shocked, I think. We just have to make sure we never get hit. Ever again. Ever. Nine times 3. Yeah, shock 10. Oh, it's max 10. Okay, that's not even bad then. Just max it out, no problem. Easy peasy like. And burn, okay. So then if we draw these shock cards, they don't even have a downside, because you can't be shocked more than once. If you're trying to mine 4 quotes with your hands, you're just waving with 2 hands. It's good stuff. That's good stuff. Alright, we got an Ignite Plus. This will do 32. It's not bad. Not bad. Just a quote to the left. I demand order. Alright, we're in strike stance. Let's give you some Buln. 7 times 3 plus Buln. 7, 8, 9 is how that ends up adding up. And then this Blade Flurry is 12 by 3. Boop, boop, boop. And we're taking 65 damage. 28 from the minion. And then 18 plus 19. Wild. Perfect. Alright, we're good at doing damage. That's what I learned here today. Blam. Victory get. So is Longsight. Your ranged abilities have no range limits. Dawnbreaker. Gain 1 power and 1 vulnerable per card in your hand at the start of each turn. Kinda like that. Take it. Not sure who I'm gonna put that on. Restore 6 health whenever any minion dies in your lane. That's kinda neat. Multi-strike 4? Deal 3 damage and a cleave? Oh my goodness, yes. That's many, many burn applied to everybody. And she's good at stacking damage bonuses. That's awesome. Consume all burn on you, gaining fury for every burn consumed. Meltdown. Trigger burn instantly whenever you attack an enemy affected by burn. Oh my lord. That's filthy. Give me that. Only target the caster, unfortunately. Okay. Wow, those are good. Alright, so basically everybody is at full health, in which case let's upgrade 2 chosen cards. We want to upgrade. 4 damage lifesteal. Probably gonna get rid of Flame Pillar. Making barrel roll draw sounds good. Upgrading Molten Shield sounds pretty good as well. Yeah, let's upgrade Barrel Roll and Molten Strike. Or Molten Shield, excuse me. And we get another Essence upgrade. We could get even more AP, but I think some plus max HP and some plus power on Aurora to make her do even more damage. Or maybe we put that on Milady. Make them do even more damage. Don't think we need the 5 AP. I wonder what the ultimate upgrade looks like. I see. Is able to look at it. Oh, here it is. Pounce. Two upgrades. So 12 and 3 vulnerable on Pounce. Bring that up. Here it is. Terran Army. Upgrades the spawns. That makes sense. What about you? Criminal Burst. 36 damage. Wow. Although that's not really what I care for Pyro Burst for. Alright, in that case, we will take the increased HP and power on. Although I half suspect the power is not going to affect our thingies. Let's give it to Milady.
Milady?
And if that's the case, we'll give Dawnbreaker to her too. Seems like Might of the Forest was not that good. Alright, we definitely want to equip Slice and Dice Plus here. Do I lose one of these Blade Flurries? I'm starting to run out of stance cards. I guess I don't need 2 counterattacks anymore. We'll replace 1 counterattack with 1 Slice and Dice. And we definitely want Meltdown. What are we going to get rid of from Meltdown? Flame Pillar, that's what we're going to get rid of. Trigger burn instantly whenever you attack an enemy affected by a burn. In a deck that's using Ignites as our primary damage, that's pretty good. Okay. And then with only 1 step remaining, it's time to give away another copy of this game. How about that? How about that? Let's reset the command. This time it's going to be !Sleepy. You want to win a Steam copy of Arcanium? Then type !Sleepy into the chat. You'll be entered for a chance to win a copy of this lovely, lovely game, which I'm enjoying quite a bit. I do think there's a few rough points of the game in the early access so far, but the devs have got, you know, another half year or so of early access to work on it. I think there's quite a bit of chance this will be pretty good. Alright, to the fire. We'll just get 2 more upgrades. Upgrade our Longe. We should definitely upgrade Longe. Make that big damage. The biggest. Actually have all of these? Cool. And we'll upgrade our Savagery too. Feel safe enough to rest here for a bit. Devs are active and responsive on the Discord. They're also hanging out here in chat right now, or at least one of them is. With that direct line to the powers that be. And it's time for Aranax, the Brood Queen. Relics ready, your favorite abilities prepped, potions on the belt. It is time to end the corruption in Anador at its source. Aranax drags her webs forward with her, but you feel as ready as you can be. The battle starts and ends here. Bosses change passive at the start of each round and are immune to crowd control. So... ooh, they've got return damage? Oof. In stasis upon taking 20 more damage in 1 hit. Apply 3 poison upon getting hit. On destroy, deal 60 damage in an AoE. Ooh, man, these passives are going to make this a pretty difficult fight, I think. Alright, let's give away a copy before we dive on into it. Close the giveaway. Who's our winner? D. Amos. Congrats. You are the proud owner of a new car. No, not a new car. A new copy of Arcanium. Alright, let the battle begin. Fools! Did you really think you could come into my forest and kill my children? Each turn, Aranax will siphon hit points from the nests, damaging them. Does anyone else want this middle lane? Please? Anybody? So these things can't be moved. Nests have nature resistance. Let's start our battle. Aranax has no resistance. No, she's arcane resistance. Okay. We're summoning a... what's our passive? Return half of all damage taken. That is spooky. Right there. You're applying poison, and you're hatching something. Okay. In Karsus, by the way, thank you so much for the 4 months and that tier 1 sub. Just 2 more to that half year. Alright, well, my guess is that you cannot return damage from indirect sources like poison. It's going to be my guess. So we have 5 vulnerable and 5 power. And we have momentum here. But no way to gain strike stance, unfortunately. Rust sure does a lot of damage. We're summoning Arachnid Guard, a 40-20 minion. Wow. Interesting. This Fireball Plus does good damage. So let's start with... No. The block doesn't matter. Yes, it does, because I might get myself burned. So let's open with the Fireball. Getting myself 4 Blunk. Put that there. Scorch you too. Status is up. I want a Solar Winds here? Yeah, I do. Stack that burn. Okay, looks like we'll be doing a bunch of attacks to the hatchling nest here. 6 poison shouldn't be a problem. Don't know if Tail Lash is a good idea. Put down some spawn. Actually, I'll go Battle Hardened and then Tail Lash. Or we can go double attack command, do some damage that way. Minion took 1 back. 1 back? 1? There we go, yeah. Oh, it died. 1? Confused. Not sure why I'm confused, but I am confused. Discard that. That in play. Might as well momentum and use everything? Might as well momentum and use everything. This will also apply a lot of burnification to our opponent. 7 burn. Alright, and you take 2 because you have 6 burn. That's fine. That's fine. Arcanium. 40 damage. Boss passive rotates. Passive this turn, apply 3 poison when getting hit. We really don't want to do that too much. We can avoid it. So I should definitely do 4 hits, right? 9 by 4? That's a good idea, correct? That definitely counts as getting hit, understood. Damage. This is 71 damage. For Blam. And that damaged the boss quite a bit, too. It's the... On destroy, deal 60 damage in an AoE. Okay. I still gotta deal with this thing, though. Just kill it with Slice and Dice. Deal 47 damage in a line. And I can gain strike before I do that, too? Wow. Yeah, it's gonna be a scooch and lunge indeed. And we'll keep the Slice and Dice for a turn when the boss won't punish me massively for playing it. Ahkan! But to some extent I am gonna give myself a little bit of poison here. I'm probably gonna cleansing vial that off of you. This is 45 expected. Somebody, right. Try doing anything here. Shield still if we have strike. We're currently in guard, right? Flesh strike first, then lunge. Boom! Gain 88 blunk. Poison shuts that down completely, or which is shuts down the poison completely. Purge that so you're not taking any damage. I should have attacked first. We'll just hold on to those for next turn. Looks like this is going to be a really good turn next turn. Adonis Incarnate, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub and the 25 months, that quarter century. Some of those smug emotes. Oh no, gain stasis if you take 20 or more damage in a single hit. That's truly unfortunate. Because I sure would like to stop you from doing that. We're in strike stance. Blade Storm is 8/3 and applies vulnerable. 13/4. Oh my lordy, the damage though. If we slice and dice, I believe we'll kill this, which will explode, doing 60 damage, and then this boss will become stasised. So we gotta be careful with what we're doing here. And our order of operations. Here, this first. Actually, no, draw the ultimate first. That does 22 damage, that's too much damage. Can't do that. 9, 10. 14/3. And then, how about we do a little bit of the old slice and dice. Boom, boom, boom. Kaboom! Hot damn, that boss got destroyed. Currently says they're dying. That did not activate their stasis ability, so you're telling me I can just go kaboom? I sure can. Another one bites the dust. GG. Aranax is defeated, and Anandor is cleansed of corruption. That was a spicy build at the end there. The DPS output is insane. Wait, I feel so strange, like I've been living in a dream, where I was a giant spider. Forgive me, I was too weak to defend against the corruption. Thank you for murdering me. That's because you were seduced by the unholy power of the Ahkan and the Apex. While you were blinded with raw power, you allowed the corruption to strangle the life from this place. Now that you are free, and without the vile corruption spreading across this land, Anador will return to its former glory. One step closer to crushing Ahkan, his power weakened, now that Anador is no longer under control. GG. GG. So that's the end of the current early access version. Really enjoyed this run. Hey everyone. Hope you enjoy this look at Arcanium. If you like what you see on today's show, consider checking out the link below for a direct link to the Steam page where you can buy it for yourself. Enjoy.